In today's video, I am tackling the nook in the kitchen. We have a unexpected but welcome four-legged visitor and a slightly less welcome four-legged visitor. And finally, I'm filling up the walls with paper, and I promise that that will make sense later on. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome back to Everdeen. Today, I have hurt my finger. I was using a saw and I sawed my finger. And then I realized that you're supposed to saw the wood, not the fingers. Wood, yes, fingers, no. Yeah? You learn something new every day. Wood for saws, flesh for not saws. It's not that bad, but it is a little bit painful. And the thing that I should do when I have a slightly painful open wound on my hand is smear putty into it. Yes? I think that's right. Let's go look at the project I have in mind for today in the kitchen. All right, here we have the window nook in the kitchen. And I'm gonna scoot right up here and show you the horror, my old enemy, the textured concrete, the crépi. Dun dun dun. Yeah, so basically I've been putting off doing this window nook for a while. I thought about doing it in paintable wallpaper like I have done with the rest of the kitchen, but there's so many little angles and crannies in there, I think it would be a nightmare. And I came to the conclusion that I would need to putty the whole thing, which is not that horrific in itself, but I will have to sand the putty in some way after I put it on the window nook. So that's not ideal. It's gonna get very dusty when I do that. So I guess my best course of action here is I'm gonna put on the putty. I'm gonna try really hard to make the putty as smooth as humanly possible so that when I do sand, it won't be the absolute catastrophe it has been the other parts of the house. Famous last words. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Simba. Oh, I have to say, a nice cat sociable visit. It's just what I needed today. I was in a little bit of a grumpy and blue mood, and this has perked me right up. So thank you for coming to visit, my friend. And speaking of friends, I don't know if you're going to meet Image in person, because Image is certainly an indoor cat, and you are the king of the neighborhood. But there's going to be a new friend that you can at least meow at through a window this summer. You ready to have a new friend? Also, Mr. King of the neighborhood, I'm talking to you. Hey. Pay attention, this is important. Don't get any ideas about jumping up on the big fancy urn, okay? Because you chunky, and I think that maybe you might tip it over. Not to body shame you, but that's just physics. Uh-oh. Simba has heard the neighbor's dog barking, and in his role as king of the neighborhood, this must be dealt with. Bye-bye, Simba. Come back soon. interloper. Simba, the king of the neighborhood, is not going to be happy about this. All right, all of the window nook is covered in putty. So I'm going to let that dry. But I have had an idea while I was doing this. Putty fingers. That's not my idea, but my idea was that I should cover these holes in the wall and the stairway while I've got the putty going. Because basically my plan for these is I'm going to cut out a small piece of drywall, one for each side of the hole, because the hole is about the thickness of the wall through, and then putty those into place, the same that I did on the doors. So if you guys remember, these doors used to have vents in the bottom, and I used my putty and drywall strategy on them, and they look pretty damn good if I do say so myself. Here's a renovation problem you don't really foresee in your future when you start renovating a house. That is the wine chilling bucket, and underneath it is a gecko who I guess crawled up the side of the house and in through an open window. But I've trapped him. He was actually very cooperative. I've trapped him under this bucket, but now I need to figure out how to get him outside. Okay. Don't panic, little guy. The amount of time that I spend removing wildlife from this house. Oh, I can hear him panicking. I said don't panic. Okay. Are we good? Yikes. I did not anticipate that this would be the first thing I used the wine bucket for. Speaking of wildlife in the house, as I'm carrying the lizard, who I've set to the side, down the stairs, I come to the front door and there's a great big grasshopper. At least you're ready to leave the house. At least you're easy to expel, theoretically. All right, candidate number 1. Go out. Go out. Shoo. Hey. I opened the door for you. Go outside. Get out of here. It's the flip-flop of eviction. No, not up. Don't go up. Ugh, you are useless. There you go. All right, you are officially outside. Okay, candidate number 2. Well, don't just sit there. Profit from your freedom. Ah, sir. Well, you're welcome. I feel like I'm in an Aesop's fable with the lizard and the grasshopper. But I'll go back to renovating now instead of zookeeping. Now let's play a game of, is my arm long enough to stand here and reach there? Okay, I can reach, which is good. But I think I need to stuff the hole full of something because my patch piece is just falling back into the hole. So I'm gonna use old wrapping paper. Does not want to stay. All right, I have to admit, I'm not sure what to do now. Maybe with tape? Maybe if I dip this in the putty, is that too much? You know, somehow I don't think that the professionals are doing it this way. She said as she puttied her wrapping paper. I mean, it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's try that. Don't fall. Okay. Is this bad craftsmanship? Probably. But I don't know how else I get it to stay still enough to putty it. Because I can't reach it with both hands. And I can't put a ladder up from the bottom because directly below this is more stairs. And also my ladder is not high enough. So let's try it like this. This may end up being the kind of putty job that we have to hang a painting over. Which is okay, because the plan for the stairs is that we are going to do that like English Manor House thing of hanging art over all the way up and down the stairs, or at least this part of the stairs. So we're gonna just have this whole area is just gonna be like as much art as I can fit in. So another art over this really subpar puttying will be fine. Okay, is it good? I think the answer to that question is obvious, but no, it's not good. But I think that my best course of action is to leave it as it is, let it dry, and then come back in with a second coat to fill in the holes. Because there's just a limit to like how deep you can make wet putty. So when it's dry, I'll put more on top of those holes. Meanwhile, my putty around the window has dried. I think I did a pretty good job. Actually, I mean, obviously I need to sand it. And then I believe we're going to paint it this same color of green. That's a terrible example. You can't see the color very well at all. There we go. That same color of green. I believe we're going to paint it that color. But it's just a relief to look at it and not see the damn textured concrete that is my arch nemesis anymore. Well, there are no more holes in the wall, so I'm going to call this a big step forward, but I think it's going to take the rest of the day and probably a bit more for this putty to dry. It's pretty thick. Hello again. It is me from the future here to tell you that when I said that this might take a while to dry, it was a massive understatement. In fact, it was such an understatement and it has taken so long to dry. I don't think I'm going to be able to include the finished product in this video. It's just, I don't understand why it's taking so long. It's really thick, but it's warm outside. Like, it's not humid. I would have thought that this would have been like a slightly shorter process, but it has not been. It has not been. Anyway, without a dry wall that I can continue work on, we're gonna have to break this video into 2 parts. So part 2 will be the next video on this channel next Monday. And it's gonna be all of the sanding of the wall, the painting of the wall, the adding trim, all the decorative parts, all the fun parts. So stay tuned for that and for the finished product, the finished kitchen. And I'll throw in a little heads up at the end of this video that very, very, very soon we're going to be starting our big summer push. So if you follow this channel for a while, you probably know that every summer we get the whole family together. So my parents, the helpers, me and Laurent's 2 sons, and a variety of family and friends that come to help us out. And we just plow through as many projects for the whole summer and just get a huge amount of progress done. So that is going to be starting really, really soon. I'm so excited. And we have so many exciting projects earmarked for this summer. So it's going to be a really fun one. So don't miss out. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see all the fun and exciting projects that get done this summer. And also hit the thumbs up while you're down there because that's super helpful to me. And it lets me know that you guys made it this far to the end of the video. And with that, I'm going to call it a day, I guess, for now while the putty continues to dry. And I will see you guys next time.